Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to do an unboxing. This is the Hot Toys Grogu Baby Yoda purchased through Sideshow Collectibles, and sealed box. It's my first time opening this, obviously. And I purchased this. I have the Sideshow statue version, and I did not get the original Hot Toys life-size 1/1 Grogu. But this one includes the bag that you see Din Djarin use in The Mandalorian. Seemed pretty cool. So it seems like an upgrade over the Sideshow statue, because the statue, the arms don't move, the legs don't move, the head turns, and that's about the only articulation on that. So I decided I wanted this guy in my collection. So it is double boxed, which is fantastic. Which also means that the box won't be quite as big for storage. So Sideshow did a fantastic job with that. We'll get that big box out of the way, and we will go back to the Hot Toys box. 1/1 collectible. Let's see. The Mandalorian. GG, I guess Grogu. I don't know why GG. His name's Din Grogu. But nevertheless, let's get this guy open. And cut the tape here. Do not accept if this seal is broken, it says. Mine is intact. Let's see. Oh, there's that. That. Go with this. And what do we got here? Oh, we got the beautiful Star Wars packaging here. Nice. And see a lot of this with the Hot Toys 1/6 scale. Get that out. Nothing else in the box. Get that box out of the way. And that leads us to this box, which probably has tape somewhere. Perhaps, does it? Yes, right here. So let's get this here, and let's get this here, and get it out of its shell. This box is incredibly small, considering there's a 1/1 life-size Grogu in here. The Sideshow Collectibles box is quite large. I guess I'll take a second here. Nice graphic on the front, beautiful. Looks, like I said, reminds me a lot of the Sideshow 6th scale packaging. Some information here on the back for you there. Just your regular, kind of, I want to say, regular Sideshow packaging. Or, I'm sorry, Hot Toys packaging. Let's get this tape here on the top. Oops. And how does this open up? Is there a tab? Yeah, these are tabs. So get that tab out. This tab out. Get this open. 1, 2, 3. Very similar. We've got this graphic here, which sits on top of the box. Gives you a nice little picture of Grogu, and here we go. All right, let's pull this out here. Oh, and there he is. There he is. This looks exactly like a Hot Toys figure, except much larger. Little tape on the clamshell on that side. I bet there's some on the bottom as well. That one. That one. Got it on the sides here. Got it on the sides over here. And get this thing off. That out. There were for some instructions. Instructions are here on the bottom. Let's get these. That one, this one. Quite a bit of tape, but that is okay. Grogu, instruction sheet. Is there anything important that I need to know? Do not pull the figure's hair. Do not move the arms and legs horizontally, otherwise the figure may be damaged. Head moves 60 degrees, arm movements. He does have a base. Okay, awesome. I didn't know if it came with, or I didn't know if the eyes could move. So book here shows you arm movements that you need to stay away from, range of motion on the head. It also shows you arm movements, how to put him on the display base, and how his legs work for sitting. So that's your instructions right there. We will save that for later. This, I believe, yes, is the stand, which is tiny, but I guess he's tiny, so that fits under his legs. Let's get this guy out. Ear protectors, hand protectors. Let's pull all this off. And let's take a look at this guy here. Wow, look at that. Look at this. Look at this thing. The eyes are dimensional. They look like they're clear plastic with an inner eyeball sphere, extremely realistic. The hair is fantastic. I don't know if it's glued on, but if it is, it's obviously not punched because this is a somewhat soft plastic, but it's definitely not punched, so it's glued on in some form or fashion. The mouth on this one doesn't move, but I didn't particularly want it to move. I know that was sort of an issue with the original Hot Toys version. Head movement, definitely. Let's see here. Let's get him, hold him like this. Oh, yeah, it's on a ball joint, so that's nice. Looks up, looks down, side to side. Excellent side to side. Good tilt, which is great. His outfit looks great. I can see here, there's his outer cloak, but then he also has an inner cloak. Hands swivel, which is fantastic. He does not have elbows, so he kind of just bends at the shoulders like a doll, but that's okay. And there's, oh, we lost a hand. What have we got in here? We have got a, oh, it's just a press fit. So we're just gonna press that back on. That's totally fine. He does not have any shoulder joint, so you cannot, it literally is kind of like a plastic doll in the sense that the arms move up and down, but they don't go in and they don't come out. But that's fine. With the hand movement, you can do holding hand, you could do force hand, you can kind of do relaxed hand. The nails have a lot of great paint, two-tone paint there, two-tone paint here, got the green on the outside. The palms are a lighter color, similar to the cheeks and the ears. Down here at the feet, same thing. They swivel. There's no ankle or toe joints. For this price point, though, I'm not surprised. And his feet, his legs do go up. It looks like there's graphics here on the bottom. One of them says Lucasfilm. The other one says Hot Toys. There's the hole for his stand right there to help him stand up. If you were never planning on reselling this and you either wanted to dab paint over that, I don't know if you used a Q-tip with a little bit of isopropyl or a little bit of alcohol or nail polish remover, if you might be able to remove those logos. If you didn't want them visible for display, I don't think I'll be sitting him down. I think I'll keep him standing most of the time in my collection, so I'm not too worried about that. His garment definitely seems pretty high quality. Nice seam in the back. which I'm assuming is show accurate. Nice collar detail here, back of the neck. Collar hides that well. I would say overall, there we go. Overall, I think this is a really fantastic figure. He definitely immediately looks like Grogu, which is fantastic. The eyes definitely have a lot of depth and they have a lot of life in them, little bits of whites around the eyes. I don't know how well this will come on camera, but there's a lot of texture, or a lot of fading color in the eye, very show accurate. Excellent speckling of the the lighter color in the cheeks and in the ears. Doesn't seem like it's too much paint, doesn't seem like it's too little paint. Let's try his stand. It plugs in here to give him a little bit more of a base. And there you go. And he can even turn up and look at the camera. That's perfect. Now, this version also includes the bag, which appears to just be taped in here on the bottom. Let's see if we can do this without spilling everything out of here. That one, this one, this one, and that one. All right, let's gently sew. We lost everything. That's it. Get this out of the way, get this out of the way. Mine is going to go back in storage for a while, so we don't want to lose too much of it. Best way to get this open. Flap at the top here. And here is your bag. It's made out of a pretty durable, nice, thick but not too thick canvas. Probably not as thick if you've ever bought a bag at an Army Navy store. To me, this always looks kind of like an ID badge, like the Rebels and the Imperials wear. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be buttons that control something in the bag, if it's some kind of identification. It is made of rubber on this particular bag, which is fantastic because if you're gonna wear this as part of a Mandalorian cosplay or something like that, you don't have to worry about these hitting something, getting smashed. There is the shoulder strap, which is adjustable. And for me, it would need to probably be much, much, much bigger than it is for me to wear it because I'm kind of a thicker guy. Plenty of room inside the bag here for Grogu, which is fantastic. And of course, we do have the buckles here for the bag straps if you want to strap the bag shut. Which reminds me actually a lot of Army Navy store bags. I don't know if I've gotten this strap set for me. No, I think I need to be a lot bigger to be where it's supposed to be. If I was doing a Din Djarin Mandalorian cosplay, I think this bag would be fantastic. Looks the part. I mean, obviously, if I was going to do a cosplay, we'd be airbrushing a little bit and we'd be putting Fuller's Earth and all that on there. Let's see if we can fit him in here and get his stand off. Get him in the bag. I don't know if we have to fold the legs or if he's going to stand up in here. Let's get him in. Let's do arms up. And there you go. Look at that. Grogu in a bag. Do that arm down a little bit. He fits great. Probably should be slung a lot lower to be completely accurate, but overall, considering I purchased this directly from Sideshow, so I paid Sideshow pricing on this, but I think the value per the purchase cost is excellent. Easily 100% recognizable and identifiable if you have this on display. Like I said, he's a little soft. I wouldn't want to bang him around. I think if I was going to use him for a cosplay, I might do something to make sure that the arms, the hands don't come off. I would hate to be walking and hit and lose an arm and not realize that lose a hand and not realize I had lost one of the hands. I might be a little protective of his face if I was gonna use him as a cosplay. But if you're like me and you are planning on simply just displaying this in your collection, either in the bag, sitting, standing, I think this is fantastic. I think Hot Toys hit this out of the park. I think this is an amazing Grogu replica, and I think it's gonna look great in my collection or in your collection. So I appreciate you taking the time with me while I did this, and may the Force be with you. I'll see you next time.